Alright guys, it has been probably over a year since I've straightened my hair, and it's also been 6 months since I cut 6 inches off my hair. So I thought I would do a new straighten my hair with me after cutting it, and we will see what our length check is looking like. I am going to be using just 4 products total. My hair has been washed. There is no product in it. I did a bounce curl shampoo and conditioner. We're gonna go with these 2 tried and true products that I've used forever. This is a heat protectant and this is like a serum. I have always bought mine from Sally's, but I do believe that Ulta sells it, so I will put a link. Amazon might sell it too, but I will put a link to these products. These are the best products for straightening your hair. And then for the tools I'm using is this Revlon straightener. Guys, I started to film and it's broken. So I love you guys so much that I ran to Walmart right away, because if you don't know me, I don't go into stores. I went to Walmart right away and got its replacement, so we're going to go in with this. I trust this more than the more expensive ones. And in all my years, this is the only flat iron that really gives my hair a professional silk press, so I will be using her. I will try to find a link for her. She's very hard to find, but I've had her probably like 6 years now. She still looks pretty good. So believe it or not, even though my hair is long, it takes me like less than an hour to do it. So we're going to be really quick, and I just do it in 4 separate sections. So we're going to start out by doing that. I don't even bother to part it perfectly. I literally just separate and twist each of the sections. I leave the back out, so you're just going to be putting up 3 sections. I just use a little clip and I clip it in there. So we're starting, it's 11:34, so we'll see how much time it takes us to finish this. So for the blow dryer portion, I blow dry my whole hair first. I only spray the heat protectant, and then I go in with the serum when I am flat ironing. And the blow dryer step is the most important, because honestly it does most of the footwork. That way you're not having to put too much of the heat on your hair with the flat iron. Make sure you're generous with the heat protectant, and then I'm going to go on high with this setting. I like to comb my hair out before going in with the blow dryer, just to prevent as much hair pulling as possible. And it does kind of help administer or like get the heat protectant all throughout my hair. So now that it's nice and combed out, we're going on this with high.
I think it's best to start with quick passes. This allows your hair to detangle and dry as much as it can. And then I do 4 long passes, one from the root of my head from the back, from the root of my head from the top, and then from each side. And I'm just slowly dragging it through.
Is 11:39, and this is how straight it's pretty much got it. As you guys can see, it's a little puffy, but for the most part, it has done all of the legwork. So I'm going to do this side with you guys on camera, then I'm going to just do this side off camera, and then we'll go in with the flat iron. That way you guys can see like how quick this can be and how much this blow dryer honestly is the OG.
With blow drying is to make sure you detangle beforehand, and if your hair does start to get knotted with the blow dryer, just go ahead and take it out. Those quick passes help with the knots, and then the slow passes help with giving you the results you're looking for.
So I blow dried this side in 9 minutes total, and you can see it is pretty much straight with an exception to the ends. These are the roots, and you can see that heat protectant helps your hair look nice and shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and blow dry the other side off camera, and then we will come back and straighten this side. All done. It has taken a little under 20 minutes to blow dry all of my hair. The only part that doesn't look straight is the ends, but that's okay. We're going to fix that with the flat iron, but this just shows you just how much the blow dryer does and all that shine, and I've only put in heat protectant. So now I'm going to go in with this serum, and I'm going to do it by sections, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to all of the sections now, just so I don't forget. And this determines honestly how sticky or clumpy your hair is, so you don't want to use too much of this product. I'm going to use about, I would say, a quarter size amount for this section. So I'm going to be generous with the ends, and then just kind of work it through my hair. And it's going to definitely polish off the flat iron.
It's better to start with less and then add more, because once you put too much, it's going to look clumpy and it will not look like a professional blowout.
Now that the serum has worked through all of my hair, I'm just going to go back and put this in a section. And this one I'm just going to put this whole half of my head together. And I'm going to start with the back of my hair, so we're going to section off the front, and I'm going to clip it to the other side of my head. I like to go in with a comb. Try not to follow too closely because as you can see I've kind of burnt this one over times of using it, but I'm just going to go in with a comb, and this is just to make sure all of the knots or anything that was not done by the blow dryer is done. That way you get this, your hair is soft and as smooth as possible. So I do follow behind with the flat iron. I have it at 450, which is the highest setting that this flat iron can go to. A lot of flat irons do not go this high, and I think that's why I like this flat iron. I'm just going through with just one pass. I try not to do more than one pass when I'm straightening my hair. And if your ends don't look perfect, you can always fix it, but with just one pass, I got what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to put that to the back and keep going. And I'm doing pretty decent sections so that it goes really fast. Just for comparison's sake, you can see why I go back in with the flat iron, because it definitely polishes off those ends.
Best takeaway that I can give you with flat ironing is definitely using the comb. It removes a lot of the knots and a lot of the extra work. Slow and steady wins the race. This allows you to really go through with one pass and get the results that you want. And if you have my texture hair or coarser, 450 degrees is honestly the way.
Okay, first section done, and it's pin straight, guys. Pin straight. Look at the shine. So you only need 2 products and 2 tools, and guys, if you want to count the comb, 3 tools, but it's looking 6, 7. I'm just kidding, no.
For section sizes, honestly, I do pretty large sections. The slow part does help, but when I do the front of my hair, I go with vertical sections to make sure you're really getting the front of your head to look the best.
All done with the half of my head, so we're going to go ahead and finish the second half. And just for you to see, this is the difference between the blow dryer and then the straight flat iron. Alright guys, I'm 100% done, and these are the final results. As y'all can see, that shine is shining. It's giving that girl. It's giving Brazilian, Puerto Rican, that Puerto Rican hair. So definitely if you have my texture hair and you have tried to do flat ironing at home, try to see if you are using the right blow dryer beforehand, and then try to see if you could find a flat iron that has 450 degrees or not higher. I wouldn't do higher, that's a lot. But try to find a flat iron that has 450 degrees, and honestly, I think that was what made the difference for me. I think that's the first flat iron I've ever seen that does that. So definitely try that, but I'm going to stand up and let you guys see what the back looks like. And honestly, it's grown longer. I think me cutting it, it definitely needed to get healthier, so I cut it, and I feel like I've not only grown that 6 inches back, I've also grown it past that. So y'all tell me if you think it's grown, but I definitely think it has. The lighting is not the best anymore, but as you guys can see, it is all the way, I'm hoping y'all can see that, it is all the way right here. Like the last little peak of the strands are right here. So that is almost completely down my butt. So as you can see, it's grown. So hopefully that is your sign for you to go ahead and give yourself a trim. It's a short-term sacrifice, and it will definitely yield the right results. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment down below. Like and subscribe. You are my new curly head bestie, and I will see you guys in the next video.